Hey guys, Jim Stroud here. Just a quick listener update. By subscribing to the Jim Stroud podcast, you get a look at the future of work, life, and everything in between that posts every Monday. Sometimes a little early, but pretty much every Monday. And now on every Wednesday, you will get what I'm calling the Retro Lounge, which is a look back into the archives of a podcast I used to do between 2005 and 2010 called the Recruiters Lounge. Now, the Recruiters Lounge podcast, I co-hosted with Karen Matnan, and we discussed, debated, and squabbled like children over HR issues that affected the workplace and society overall at that time. So, lucky you, by subscribing to the Jim Stroud podcast, you get a future look at work and life. And with the Retro Lounge, which is classic episodes of the Recruiters Lounge podcast I used to do, you get a look at the past, the future, and the past, but one subscription. Aren't you lucky? At least I hope you see it that way. All right, the Recruiters Lounge, the Retro Lounge. I keep getting it confused, but the Retro Lounge, which is a republishing of the classic Recruiters Lounge podcast, will begin after I post this listener update. So stay tuned for that. All right, as you were. Oh, and Happy New Year to you again, if I hadn't said that to you already. I think I have, but just in case I hadn't, Happy New Year. There you go. Enjoy the podcast. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to keep saying one last thing. If you would, please rate this podcast, especially on Apple Podcasts. If you're listening to it there, which a lot of you are, but wherever you're listening to my podcast, please rate it. Please give it a comment and let me know what you think of it, because I really appreciate that. I'd like to know that I'm not just talking to myself. All right? Okay. Talk to you guys later.